just 4 days into his presidency, and wannabe dictator Donald Trump is already drawing up and designing plans to make sure he never has to leave the White House. And this breaking story is going to shake you to your core. You do not want to miss it. And from the first term to even recently, yes, we've heard Donald joke about, maybe if they love me so much, I just shouldn't leave. We're just going to have to do something about it. Do you remember him saying those things? I'm going to show you the unbelievable move that just happened in the House of Representatives in this breaking story in just a second. But take a look at this to be reminded.
Under the normal rules, I'll be out in 2024, so we may have to go for an extra term.
Could this be America's last election if Donald Trump wins? Listen to what the former president told a Christian group at the Turning Point USA Believers Summit in West Palm Beach.
Donald Trump is once again making jokes. Jokes, if it offends you or scares you or whatever, or if you're okay with it, then not jokes anymore. Super serious stuff. We'll see, but here's the joke.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed, it'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore.
We're going to have to extend my second term because 2026, I'm going to have to extend it for a couple of years. I don't think any of you would have a problem with that. I was going to joke, General, and say at least for 10 or 14 years, but we would cause bedlam if I said, we go to 20, we go to 24. Did you see it? Then it says 28, 32, 36, 40, 44. So we have 16, we have 20, we have 24. And you know what's very interesting, though? There are really people out there think I'm not leaving. Can you believe it? Hey, maybe that is a good idea.
You didn't think he was joking, did you? Because he wasn't. He never has been joking. And in this breaking story, I'm going to show you right now. Representative from Tennessee, Andy Ogles, is the man he's put on the front of his gauntlet that he's going to run straight into the wall of totalitarianism. Take a listen to this. Staggering breaking news. Tennessee Republican proposes amendment to allow Trump to serve third term. Representative Andy Ogles, Republican from Tennessee, proposed an amendment to the U.S. Constitution that would allow President Trump to serve a third term in the White House so that the country, in quotes, can sustain the bold leadership our nation so desperately needs. Ogles proposed an amendment on Thursday that says no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than 3 times, nor be elected to any additional term after being elected to 2 consecutive terms, and no person who has held the office of president or acted as president for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected president shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. Like other U.S. presidents, Trump is barred from running for a third White House term by the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution. In quotes, President Trump's decisive leadership stands in stark contrast to the chaos, suffering, and economic decline Americans have endured over the past 4 years, Ogles said in a Thursday statement. Quotes, he has proven himself to be the only figure in modern history capable of reversing our nation's decay and restoring America to greatness, and he must be given the time necessary to accomplish that goal. Trump floated the prospect of running for a third term in a joke to House GOP lawmakers during a meeting in Washington before the conference had internal leadership elections. In quotes, Trump said, I suspect I won't be running again unless you do something. Trump said a week after winning the 2024 presidential election, The Hill reported, unless you say he's so good, we just have to figure it out. Following the meeting, House Republicans told reporters that the remarks were not serious and that they laughed when they heard them. In quotes, that was a joke. It was clearly a joke, Representative Tim Burchett, Republican of Tennessee, said at the time. I leaned over to somebody beside me, Arizona Rep. Andy Biggs, and I said, that'll be the headlines tomorrow. Trump trying to thwart the Constitution, which there's nothing further from the truth. Trump has previously told news outlets that he would not pursue a third term if he wins the 2024 White House election. In quotes, I wouldn't be in favor of a challenge, not for me. I wouldn't be in favor of it at all. I intend to serve 4 years and do a great job, and I want to bring our country back. I want to put it back on the right track. Trump told Time magazine in April of last year. On Thursday, Ogles, a House Freedom Caucus member, praised a series of executive orders Trump signed since being sworn in on Monday, including those related to handling of southern border energy production and withdrawing from the World Health Organization. In quotes, in just a few short days, President Trump has already taken action to undo the catastrophic policies of the Biden administration and put the United States back on the path to strength and prosperity, Ogles said Thursday. Dilettantes, sycophants, and mindless minions. That's all you need. 4 days into his presidency, and you have somebody putting up in the House a desire and an argument to keep Trump in office. And if you wonder for 1 second who this Andy Ogles guy even is, if you don't know him, real quick, this is who he is. Take a listen to this.
President Trump getting straight to work, signing off on roughly 200 executive actions. Some of those orders include withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement and the World Health Organization, declaring a national emergency for energy, restoring the federal death penalty, and protecting public safety. He also declared a border emergency, ordered the wall to be built, ended catch and release, reinstated remain in Mexico, and classified drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. I want to bring in Tennessee Congressman Andy Ogles. He's a member of the House Financial Services and Homeland Security Committees. He's also a member of the House Freedom Caucus. Congressman, good morning.
Well, you know, I had dinner with the president just a few days ago, and he was talking about 100 and 120 executive orders. And man, did he promise and deliver, I mean, hitting 200. But that being said, if you want to come here, you got to follow our laws.
All right. Well, you know, the other thing is the legal challenges. You know, of course, we're going to talk about this later in the show, but obviously the sanctuary cities going after those violent criminals that are here in this country illegally that threaten the safety of Americans. But we're already hearing and already seeing lawsuits when it comes to immigration changes under President Trump. This was expected, to be clear, but how does the Trump administration fight back against these legal challenges?
Well, at the end of the day, we're a nation of laws. You know, you expect the liberal left to try to weaponize the courts against the American people. That's what you saw with the Justice Department, that they're going to try to leverage the courts to really be complicit in breaking American law when it comes to immigration. But it's the right thing to do for Donald Trump to hold his ground, to push forward, to start deporting people. And if you're a mayor in one of the woke cities that is enabling illegal immigration, you should be punished. Your city should be punished. Again, we have rules for a reason. We have laws for a reason, and we've got to follow that. We've got to get back to it. And look, America is a safer place today because of Donald Trump. The world is a safer place, but part of that is the rule of law and getting back to normal order.
You know what's amazing about some of what Ogles just said? We got to get back to the rule of law. Oh, yeah, right. Unless you're the president, unless you're one of the people on January 6th who attacked a Capitol policeman. Oh, yeah, rule of law. Wait, what about that thing called the Constitution? You know, the 22nd Amendment that says you can't do what you're proposing to the House that we do? Oh, the hypocrisy is amazing. And I got to be honest with you, I'm a little ashamed since my home state is Tennessee, and yet not shocked in the least. This is extraordinary breaking news. Please share it. Don't quake in your boots. Stay calm, breathe, enjoy your life, talk to your friends, talk to people you don't agree with. And my goodness, if you've ever heard me say stay frosty before, whoo, times it by 1 billion right now. Stay strong.